One day, I decided that I was going to become a ninja. And for those of you thinking that was cute when I was 9 years old, thank you, but full disclosure, I was 23 at the time. Several different factors led to this unusual new career goal of mine, but the real driving force was that I had just seen the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah, and it was so cool. I wanted to learn how to do all of those things. So I found a school that taught mixed martial arts in my neighborhood, and I signed up. And I loved it. It is hard to explain why. This school was definitely not Hogwarts. The second you open the door, your eardrums were assaulted by Eminem and 50 Cent and Ludacris, just blasting at insane decibels. The floor was completely covered in those thin blue mats that instantly bring you back to junior high gym class. The windows are all covered in grimy steam, and oh my God, the smell. Just be grateful I cannot recreate the smell for you here. The smell was aggressive. But inside this loud, smelly world, I was learning to do things called counter punches and roundhouse kicks and arm bars. I was hooked. So one day, our instructor, the 6'5" wall of sheer muscle named Otis, says, "Okay, everybody, time to get real. Partner up. You're all doing a 3-minute round in the ring." Well, this was very exciting because this was what we'd been training for, to learn how to use all these moves against another person. I couldn't wait to see what my classmates were going to do. But I didn't get that opportunity because my name was called first. So the next thing I know, I'm standing in the middle of the ring facing Diana, a perfectly nice girl about the same size as me, with all of our classmates eagerly gathered around the outside of the ring staring at us, waiting to see what we were going to do. I was curious about that myself. Otis says, "Tap gloves," so we do. And then buzzer goes off and the music is pounding and all our classmates start yelling the names of different moves they want us to try, and Diana and I continued to stand there and stare at each other. I mean, we put some energy into it. We had our hands up like we're supposed to when we're moving around a little, but all I was thinking was, I wonder if we can keep this up for another 2 minutes and 45 seconds and nobody will notice that we haven't actually hit each other. Am I really supposed to hit her? How hard? I don't want to be a jerk about it. And while I'm thinking these things, Diana punches me in the face. So then the only thing that I was thinking was, oh my God, Diana just punched me in the face. And then while I'm thinking that, she does it again. So that was enough for me to decide, oh, okay, I guess I better hit her back. So I start to throw that punch, but right as I'm about to, I feel like I'm still gonna get in trouble if I really hit her, so I sort of pulled it back at the same time, and that was not a move that was featured in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This was more of a Marx Brothers situation. Eventually, the 3 most underwhelming minutes in sports shuffled to the awkward conclusion that I was not, in fact, the winner of this fight. But despite that debacle, I loved my new sport. Unfortunately, it didn't always love me back. More specifically, the other fighters didn't always love me back. Over time, more and more women dropped out of the class until it was down to just me and Betty. 5'1", 104-pound Betty. And I was not putting myself through ninja school just to master the art of fighting 5'1" Betty. So every time Otis would yell, "Partner up," I would turn hopefully to the guy next to me, who would get this look of panic on his face and mumble something like, "I already told my buddy I'd work with him. He's just getting his mouth guard." Or my personal favorite, which was, "Yeah, I was gonna work with someone my own size today." Awesome. Yeah. But as frustrating as that was, it was nothing compared to how frustrated I would get with myself. Because for every time that I would partner with a guy and I could feel him holding back, not hitting so hard, and it would make me so righteously mad, there would be another time when I would partner with a guy and he would clock me in the head or the gut, and the first thought in my head was, what the hell, you've got 60 pounds on me, ease up. So if I didn't know how I wanted or expected to be treated, how were they supposed to know? It's not like there was any glory in it for them if they beat a girl, but plenty to lose if they got beat by one. I wouldn't want to fight me either. But after years of sucking up my size disadvantage, I did start to earn some credibility. They were starting to use the word pussy in front of me now. Although Technically, they never really stopped doing it. It was more like they stopped apologizing for it immediately after the fact. Like the time that Big Eric took the stairs into the boxing ring instead of jumping up on the ledge and climbing over the railing and was immediately greeted by his fight partner with, "What's the matter, man? Afraid you're gonna break your vagina?" Instantly followed by, "No offense, Hogan." Like, none taken. And then one day, I drew a fight against a guy named Brett. Real nice guy, I liked him. He was respectful, didn't treat me like I was made out of glass. He was also 5'11" and 210 pounds. Yeah, I know, but he was level 3 and I was level 5. I had to win this. All the guys in my class were watching. So it was a 5-minute round, which is a long time to fight someone. And it was pretty good. There was lots of back and forth. Neither one of us was really dominating. And then with 45 seconds left on the clock, I decide I'm gonna go for it. My signature move, the rear naked choke. And no, it is not naked or kinky in any way. That is just what it is called. I don't know why. So on my second try, I get the choke on and I lock it in and I'm thinking, yes, I've got this. And right as I'm thinking that, and I feel him scrambling for the defense, but he's not getting it, I feel him start to lose his balance. And a split second later, we both just go crashing to the mat. And I feel all 200 pounds of him crashing into my leg, giving me what I would later learn to be a hairline fracture. But there were 7 seconds left on the clock, and by God, I kept that choke on until that bell rang. And as soon as the bell rings, Otis comes running over to us with this big, happy, proud grin on his face, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't mess with my level 5, bitch." Now, yeah, I'm still trapped under Brett on the mat, but I managed to get out from under him enough to look at Otis, and he sees me, and he's like, "What?" And I said, "Just one clarification. Was that 'don't mess with my level 5, bitch,' or 'don't mess with my level 5, comma, bitch'?" Otis thinks about this for a minute, and he goes, "The second one." And I said, "Okay, then we're good." Later that day, as I got home and was lying on my couch and contemplating the random assortment of painkillers that the guys in my class had dug out of the bottom of their respective gym bags and given me as some kind of door prize for winning the fight, I realized 2 things. And the first was, not one of those guys felt sorry for me. And the second one was that I might not ever become a ninja, but I felt powerful, and it was intoxicating. Thank you.